people, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. This is my video where I'll be giving you guys my YouTube story so far whilst playing Dead Trigger 2. So the reason why I am doing this video for you guys is because I recently hit 1,000 subscribers on my channel, and I have come up with 6 things that I want to talk to you guys about in particular. And the first thing in which I'm going to talk to you guys about is my first ever Chelsea video on YouTube, which was of course my reaction to Chelsea's 2-1 victory over Tottenham Hotspur at Wembley Stadium back in August of 2017. And the reason why I produced that video is because at the time I only just found out about Video Show, which is the editor I use to edit all of my videos and put all of my videos together, shall I say. And in terms of the match itself, I was really nervous because the first game of the season in the 17-18 season was our 3-2 loss at Stamford Bridge against Burnley, and there were loads of things that were wrong about that game. The decisions that went against us, the injuries and the suspensions, they all played a part in our loss in that game, and I for that reason thought that it would have been thought that it would have been a really good idea if I got my thoughts and opinions on our game against Tottenham Hotspur in video form, and that's what I did. And in terms of the game itself, it was really good to watch. I felt as though we played really well. We were defensively solid. We took our chances. We took the chances that we needed to take. And Marcos Alonso, I have to say, was absolutely fantastic on the day. But that is the first thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. And this leads me on to the second thing in which I want to talk to you guys about. And that is the fact that I was able to go to my first ever Chelsea match, which was, of course, the FA Cup game where we played Hull City in February of 2018, where we beat them by 4-0. And this was a very nerve-wracking experience for me because, of course, it was my first ever game, and being an introvert, it was hard for me to be around so many people. But I managed it really well. It was also really cold, so that also played a part in me being nervous. But it was a really good game to watch. We scored all four of our goals in the first half, and Willian's goals especially. The third goal, which was of course scored by Willian, was absolutely magnificent. The way he just caressed it into the bottom corner off the post was absolutely beautiful to watch, and it was especially beautiful for me because I actually saw it in real life instead of watching it on TV. And that's one thing that I have to say is especially brilliant, because watching it on TV is brilliant, but watching it at the ground is much better because you get the feel of the game. You can actually speak to other fans in real life, which is what I ended up doing on 100% Chelsea, and that's what I'm going to talk about now. I met Louis and Lewis and Eunice, who are of course from 100% Chelsea, but at the time Eunice wasn't on 100% Chelsea on a regular basis. But yes, I did meet him, and it was a fantastic experience for me. I did end up doing a fan cam, which I will put a link down in the description box below, so you can watch it if you want to. But yes, it was a brilliant experience, and if you do watch it, you will be able to tell that I was very nervous whilst I was being filmed and whilst I was being questioned. But yes, that is the second thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. And the third thing in which I'm going to talk to you guys about is the guests and some of my favourite moments on my channel. And I've had some of my friends on my channel, and I've only really done videos with my friends whenever Chelsea have had to face Tottenham, Manchester United or Arsenal, because the friends that I mostly hang out with are either Tottenham Hotspur fans, Arsenal fans or Manchester United fans. But I have done some videos on the season, and I have done some videos on our thoughts on the states of our respective clubs in the time in which we recorded those videos, if that made any sort of sense. But yes, I have done some videos where I've gone absolutely mental. Some of the celebrations I've done were off camera, some of them were on camera, and I have to admit that my reaction videos right now, they do need me to I do need to react in that sort of way on camera again, because I haven't done so in a very long while, and that is partly due to the fact that it's very hard for me to actually film when we score, and it's also due to the fact that I've lost a lot of energy since I've started my channel. But yes, it's really beautiful that I'm able to react in certain ways, because it shows that I'm passionate about the club. and it shows that I'm just passionate in general. But yes, in terms of some of my favorite moments, in terms of some of my favorite moments on my channel, I've heard some of the most funny statements on my channel. I remember when I let me start again. I remember when I was doing my reaction video for the FA Cup final where we beat Manchester United by 1 goal to nil. One of my friends who was a Manchester United fan at halftime said that their defence is more open than Lisa Ann, and just as I was about to finish the clipping, which I was recording at the time, I had to hold in my laughter because it was that funny. And it in a way, it was true because their defense was open. We were carving them open from time to time in that first half. But yes, that's one thing that made me laugh. And another thing that made me laugh was when I was recording an opposition preview and a combined 11 for our game against Tottenham Hotspur back in February of 2019, where we beat them by 2 goals to nil, or just before we beat them by 2 goals to nil. And me and David, who is a friend of mine who supports Tottenham Hotspur, we were laughing at an absolutely horrible miss from a Bristol City player in one of their games against Birmingham City. It was an absolutely horrible miss. But yes, the last thing I'm going to talk about in terms of the guests and some of my favourite moments on my channel is the Just Your Average series, which I started back in August of 2019, which I've had really fun producing and being a part of. Yes, we haven't been able to do that due to the pandemic and due to lockdown, but I hope that I will be able to produce some more of those penalty shootout videos after this pandemic is over. But we'll just have to see. But that is the third thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about in particular. The fourth thing in which I'm going to talk to you guys about is the difficulties that I've faced. And I faced two difficulties on my channel in particular, and the first one is racial abuse. And I'm not going to dwell on this too much because I want to keep this video as positive as possible, but these things do need to be talked about because things like this are the reason why some people don't come out with their opinions and don't do things like me and many other YouTubers out there, because it is a really toxic community out here on YouTube and on many other platforms out there, or many other social media platforms out there. And it's really sad because social media can be a beautiful thing if people decide to people decide to be inclusive, and if people decide to actually let other people have their opinion and actually respect other people's opinions. Because I think, to be honest, it's not often that I see people respecting other people's opinions. It's very rare. And when I see people respecting other people's opinions without being insulting or being racially abusive, it's very nice to see. And that's all I'm going to say on it, because I really did not want to talk about it, but like I said earlier, it's something that I've had to talk about because people do get racially abused and it makes people feel horrible. And in addition to this, the worst way to react to racial abuse is to be racially abusive, and I'm just going to leave that there because I've had to deal with racial abuse on some other platforms other than YouTube. But I personally think that it's going to be really hard to tackle it and eradicate it from the game, let alone from social media. But it can be eradicated if people get together and find a way to tackle it. But that's all for my thoughts on the racial abuse in which I've had to deal with on my YouTube channel. And the only time in which I've had to deal with racial abuse on my YouTube channel was in a game that I covered during the international break in the 17-18 season, where Wales were playing Ireland and Ireland beat them by 1 goal to nil. But that, like I said, that's all I'm going to say on it. And the second thing that I've struggled with during the course of my channel so far is my speech. Yes, if you guys have not noticed already, I do have problems with my speech. I stutter a lot, and sometimes I say things too quietly, which I've had criticism for. But I think that I'm getting better, and I'm glad that I'm able to say that. But that's it for the things that I've had trouble with since I've started my channel. And the fifth thing in which I wanted to talk to you guys about in particular is my next target and my future plans for my channel. My next target is 2,000 subscribers, and I'm going to try and hit that target by the end of next year. Yes, it's going to be hard, but it's not going to be impossible. I'm going to try my best to hit it, and I'm also going to try and come up with some new concepts for my channel. And yes, in terms of new concepts and new ideas for my channel, that's another thing that I've struggled with on my channel, because during this pandemic, I did struggle to come up with ideas. And that is in addition to the fourth thing in which I wanted to talk to you guys about in particular. But yes, I am going to try and hit 2,000 subscribers by the end of 2021. And yeah, it's going to be hard, like I said already, but it's not going to be impossible. I'm going to try my best to hit it before the end of 2021, and let's go. Let's do it. That's the fifth thing in which I wanted to talk to you guys about in particular, and the sixth and final thing in which I wanted to talk to you guys about in particular. It's not really a talk. It's not really a thing in which I wanted to talk to you guys about. It's more of a thank you message to everyone who has helped me reach this milestone. It has taken me a really long time for me to do so, but I am absolutely grateful to everyone who has helped me, and I've got a list of people who have helped me get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm going to start off mentioning the people who have been on my channel, as in people who have taken part in videos that I've done. I'm going to start off. Never mind, sorry for starting there. I'm just going to thank David Lane, Kevin DeFika, Mitchell McConville, Gino Guarinon, Michaeli Guarinon, Maddie Shahan, Lauren Langley, Kalia Yolo, and a few others. I thank you all for helping me out with my channel. It's much appreciated, and hopefully I'm able to get some more guests on in the future, and I would absolutely love it if I was able to get some more guests on my channel. But to be honest with you guys, that is it for this video. I do apologize for stuttering throughout. I am not used to doing voiceovers, but I really have enjoyed producing this video for you guys. I hope you like this video, because I'm planning on doing more of these very soon. But thank you for watching. Like, comment and subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I will see you all very soon for some more videos.